With the ETech Startup class, my business idea was to start a software development company that focuses on smaller populations. I subtitled this a work in progress because it always will be a work in progress. And so again, my idea was a software company for Middle America. I wanted to focus on underserved communities, mostly because I feel like most small communities have problems that can be addressed through tech, through software that are unique to the smaller community and can't be understood or addressed properly by software companies that largely live in big metropolises. Through the process of this class, I have come to some realizations. First, I needed a flagship product to kind of launch my software company, to say, this is what I can do similar things for you. And through that process, I was able to conduct 3 interviews and determine that my product idea actually has nationwide, if not worldwide, usage. Like, it could be used anywhere in the world. Good ideas, we have them. Is my picture. My team, which, as I went through these classes, it became very apparent that doing things alone aren't the best way of doing things. You can have groupthink with one person, and it's just as bad with the one person. Right now, though, I am the sole member of my team. I do have coworkers and friends and acquaintances that I can tap for a variety of consulting, things like that. So my business model, Canvas. I filled it out with my initial idea, and I had this great idea. I won't go into a lot of it. I won't even go into the business model Canvas, because this is 1.0, and it changed significantly. But I was able to determine all the various portions of my business model, how it would generate revenue, what the costs were going to be, all the various aspects of that. But after I had my business model Canvas filled out, I needed to go and get feedback from other people. So I had my first interview. Now, my first interview went a little better than what happened in the picture there, but it was eye-opening for me, because I thought I had a good handle on the situation I was looking to address. And my first interview was with Jessica at Emporia Main Street. It was about an hour long, and it tore my idea apart. It literally, we looked at my idea and tore it into various pieces, and we found one that would be actually a great product all on its own. And that is what really was my first aha moment, was that, there's a few aha moments involved with that. First, I was thinking way too big. I was trying to be a panacea, a solution to all problems for small communities. And through the process of this interview, not only came to that realization, but came to realize that by addressing the one idea, that one piece of the original idea, it really would streamline the development process. It would make the steps to develop that product clearer. And so that was very, very aha moment for me. So after I had a clear idea of what I actually wanted to do, and it was streamlined, my customer archetypes changed. Originally, and I'm going back to my canvas, I only had 2 customer segments in my original idea, community leaders and travelers. But as soon as I was able to streamline the idea, I came out with 3 customer archetypes that were all involved with the event space, where the problem I wanted to deal with resided. And I was able to determine more specifically what their needs were and how to address those needs, and to what degree. I can't fix all the problems in an event, but I can fix some big problems to make it better. Which led to the development of Business Model Canvas 2.0. And everything that's highlighted in blue were new things that I had come up with as a result of going through just one interview. And so instead of having just one revenue stream, I have 5. One's broken into 2 subcategories, so technically 5. My customer segments got broken out even more. I have 5 of those as well. My cost structure became a little more defined. Some things didn't change. My distribution channels, not facing the camera enough, the distribution channels did not change. An app is an app, is an app. So it goes through the same processes as any other app. It's an app. It goes through the internet. If you have an internet connection, you can use the app. So that didn't change as far as the interview process went. It did solidify the platforms that I should be using, in that I can address, I can hit like 97% of the open market just by doing Android and Apple, and not really having to worry about any of the secondary or tertiary channels, such as Amazon or Samsung or LG, I want to say is another one. And then finally, for the next steps is I actually need to develop the product is a big one, and start the company, and then test. I need to test the heck out of the product. I need to get feedback after it says launch. It's going to be a beta test / launch. I need feedback. I need to address any existing problems, redesign, update, and then test, rinse and repeat. Overall, the classes were very helpful. There were things, and I'm going to go back, that I never considered in this business model canvas. I never thought of key partners. I've never thought of, I'm making an app. I never thought of Google and Apple, which would have been my distribution channels, in terms of being a partner, and putting them on that footing kind of changed how I think of them in my head, and also changes kind of my strategy and budgetary concerns, because they take some of that money off the top. I never thought about cost structure or revenue streams too closely, just that I would make an app and then people would give me money magically. It just really, the value proposition I never knew there was a name for it. That the solution I was offering is basically a value proposition, and it's just, anyway, it's eye-opening. It introduced me to topics and thoughts that I never had, that very, very much helped solidify my goals.